Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss forms in Microsoft Access 2010. A form is a view of the tables in your database. It gives the users an easy interface to work with the data. That is, they can easily edit the data or enter the data into your database. We can create separate forms for each table existing in the database, or we can have fields from different tables in one form. Depending upon the requirement, we can have the different layout or design of the forms or the different appearances for the different forms. In order to create a form, we click on Create tab, and from the Forms group of buttons, we click on Form Wizard. Form Wizard asks you a series of questions, and the answers that you give to those questions help Microsoft Access set up a form for you. The first screen that we see in this dialog box gives us the options to choose the tables for which we want to create a form. For now, I am going to take Student Details table. This section gives you the list of available fields for the table you selected. So when I click on greater than symbol, the selected field is taken into the form area. And this way I can select the field and click on greater than symbol to move it one by one. In case I want to remove the fields from here, I can select the fields from selected field section and press the less than symbol to remove it from the selected fields. If I want to remove all, I can click on double less than symbol here. Now in order to add all the available fields, I will click on double greater than symbol. After having the fields selected for your form, click on Next. Microsoft Access gives you different layouts which you can choose depending upon your requirement. And when you choose the layout, a preview of the layout is displayed beside the options for choosing the different layouts. For this example, I am going to use columnar layout. So I will select that and click on Next. Here you can give a name to the form. If you want, you can keep the suggested one, or you can have it renamed to your choice. After this, your form will be prepared, and if you want, you can directly open it to view the data or enter the data into database. But for now, I am going to modify the form's design so that I can optimize its layout. Then click on Finish. Microsoft Access creates the form for you and it opens in Design View. You can go to the View button, click on the down arrow, and you can see that there are three different views. Form view is the one in which the users will be interacting with the database. Means this is not for the creation or designing of the form. It is just for working with the data. Next is the layout view. The layout view gives you the similar kind of interface which is appearing on the screen right now, but instead of the labels having the descriptive information in them, they will contain the actual data so that you can precisely control the size and format or layout of the different controls being displayed here. In the design view, instead of the data, you have the descriptive information in the fields which will display the actual data when we go to the form view or the layout view. Now let's do a little bit of formatting here. I want to resize these controls. So if I want to do something with one control, I will click on it to select it, and the selected control shows a border around it, and we can go to the Format tab from the Form Design Tools section. This Form Design Tools section appears automatically when you have a form open in Design View or the Layout View. Click on Format and let's make the text in this control bold. We can specify a font color for it. If you want, you can have it resized to 12 font size. Similarly, if you want to apply the same settings to the other, you will have to select that control. So select the control, then click on Format Painter, and then click on the control to which you want to apply this format. When the format is applied, the Format Painter button is automatically deactivated. If you want to continue with the several controls, double click on the Format Painter button and then click on the controls to apply the same formatting to them. After you have done the formatting, let's try to resize the controls. For this, I'll be selecting multiple controls together, so I'll press the control key from the keyboard and will select the controls. After I have selected all the controls, I can go to the resizing handles and then drag it inwards. And as you can see, all the controls are resized together. Now we'll go to the header section. The size of the label is going behind the controls view area, so I will drag it little downwards to make it completely visible. I'll resize the label and place it by dragging it into the middle of the form. I can change the alignment of the text in the label area by clicking on the center alignment button from the font group on the Format tab from the Form Design Tools. Now I will resize it back so that the form is taking less space. Now in the footer area also I want to display some message. So if you want, you can add some controls here by clicking on Design tab from Form Design Tools. Click on the label, and when you move the pointer over the form area, it changes its shape. Click and drag to draw the label. Once you have drawn the label, you can write the content in the label area. Now click outside the label and your label is drawn. Let's resize this label area also and decide the alignment of the text. Select the label, go to the Format tab and click on Center Align button. If you want, you can have a different font color for this, so click on the Font Color button. Specify a background color if you want. I don't want yellow, so I will be selecting a different color from here. So this one is okay for me. Similarly, you can decide the color for the caption also. So let's have, okay, then make it bold. Similarly, let's make the footer area also bold. If you want, you can apply the background image also. You can use the fill color for the different shapes and all. So you can do a lot of designing and adjustment for your controls on the form and the actual form area. Now when you are done with the formatting, you can save the form by clicking on Save. Now I want to apply the left alignment for all the data or the text inside the different controls. So I will select all the controls by pressing the Ctrl and A keys together. I don't want to align the footer or the header label, so I will deselect them by keeping the Ctrl key pressed and clicking on the controls. Now for these controls which are selected right now, I will press the left alignment button from the Format tab of Form Design Tools. I will save it by clicking on Save. We want to work with the data in the table, so we will go to the Home tab and click on the down arrow of the view and you can see the different other layouts. Now click on Form View to see how it will appear to the user. It shows the header and the footer appears at the bottom. You have the data for the first record in the table. You can see from the status bar that it is the record number 1 of 10, means there are total 10 records. You can click on the next record button to go to the next record and you can see the data present as second record, and this way you can keep on traversing to the different records of the table. If you want to insert a new record, click on New Blank Record button. But before that, I want you to see the contents of the table. So for this, I will open the student details table. And here you can see we have the details for the students with roll number from 101 to 110. Now let's go to the form and enter a new record. So click on New Blank Record. Enter the roll number for the child 111. Press the tab key and you reach the next field. You can have here, press tab. For the class, let's enter here 8th. In the dance style, Kathak. The transportation medium, private van. So for the fees it will be suppose 3000 and enter the date of birth. I have pressed the enter key, so the data is added now. Now click on the student details tab, and here you need to refresh the table in order to see the change in the data. Now go back to the form, and now suppose I want to search the record for 109 roll number. You can see I typed it here, and on the screen I have the record for that particular roll number. Let me clear it again and try with a different value. You can see this is the search box. Here I want to write some name, suppose Rahul, and you can see Access is intelligent enough to provide you the details by searching the word that you wrote over here. Now let's apply a different theme to the form. For this we will go to the design view again. We click on the view button and click on design view. Now from the design tab of form design tools, click on the themes drop down arrow and select the theme of your choice from the list of themes available. Let me select this one. As you know, theme is a pre-configured combination of formatting styles which is applied to all the sections of your form at a single click. So this helps us quickly apply appearance related settings to the forms. You can have the different color combinations for a selected theme also. The things will be done easily. Now go back to the form view. Again, you can see the differences in the header section, in the footer section there is no big difference. But yes, there is a difference in the font settings of the data which is appearing on the screen. After you are done with the data, you can click on Close Student Details Form button to close it. You can confirm to save the changes, and your task is done. Thank you.